We are on my home college campus, Marquette University, and for another edition of Chicken and Curds, we're going to one of your favorite places.
SOBELMAN'S. Is it national?
No, it's a local.
I thought it was local. And it has great food. And they have one on Marquette, one on St. Paul and 17th, which is right across the bridge. We flipped a coin. Of course, I won.
Stinker.
With heads. I like heads more than tails.
Now, when I was a student here, this place was Angelo's Pizza. It was one of the all-time great hangouts on this campus. The pizza was magnifique, fantastic. SOBELMAN'S eventually bought the property, and they're a nationally known, though locally owned, burger place, and they make some of the best burgers in the Milwaukee area. But this little guy loves the chicken and the cheese curds, and they do it a little bit differently than what you normally expect.
Gonna start off with one of these.
The cheese curds are not necessarily cheese curds here at SOBELMAN'S. They use basically a cheese bite instead. It's a little, almost like a tater tot sized bite of hot cheese, but it's essentially the same thing. Initial review?
They taste a lot different than, say, your Culver's or Sav's. The shape is a lot different, and this cheddar is a little bit different.
Meanwhile, I've got a spectacular blue cheese bacon burger, and to balance it out, trying to be somewhat of a good boy in exchange, side salad. Just describe it first. What do you like in that one?
Little bit of spiciness to it.
Which to you is good or bad?
Bad.
Okay. Now, kids don't necessarily have the tolerance of spices. Scale of 1 to 100, 100 being Culver's, how would you rank it?
45.
A 45 out of 100 for these chicken tenders. That burger was world class. Now, the fact is that we often go to places where we know that they serve both chicken tenders and cheese curds, but they're known for something else. Here at SOBELMAN'S, it's the burgers. The chicken tenders and the cheese curds may not necessarily be as good as their signature items. Here, the curds are fantastic. Little bit different review from Little Guy for the chicken tenders themselves. I also have so many memories from being here on the campus and going to school here, having a lot of pizza, a little bit of beer here, more of the pizza itself, and just hanging out with friends so often. Like after we would do Marquette Radio, Marquette Television, it was always our hangout afterwards on Thursday nights. This is a part of home for me. We are in snowy downtown Milwaukee on one of the great quintessential streets in the area, 3rd Street, Old World 3rd Street. There are a bunch of different taverns, bars, and restaurants, but there's one favorite that you like.
The BRAT house.
And that's where we're going for the latest episode of
Chicken and Curds.
This is one of the longtime pubs here in the area, here in Milwaukee, in the downtown area, part of Westtown. We are just a hop, skip, and a jump away, in fact, from Fiserv Forum, where the Milwaukee Bucks play. Tonight's a bit quieter than what you would normally see because there's no one playing at Fiserv Forum on this Friday night. So it's a little bit easier for us to have a daddy and little guy night here at a place like this. It will get hopping much more after the dinner hour.
should get the Greek Freak.
The Greek Freak, that is a tribute to Giannis.
Tomatoes, diced cucumbers, chopped pepperonis, olives, red onion, feta, sauce, and it's served on a pita.
That is intriguing. That is interesting. Now, downtown Milwaukee is filled with so many great spots to check out. It is replete with a bunch of different restaurants, bars, especially in the downtown area that is incredibly busy. And just imagine what it would be like for a Bucks NBA Finals trip, and to have downtown Milwaukee, in a place like this, be absolutely filled to the rafters, and so many other bars and restaurants. We're going to show you a little bit after we leave here. Try putting your hand just over and we'll see how hot they are.
Hot.
Can you like warm your hands over it? It's so hot?
Yeah.
That'll take a while. Now, little buddy asked for his cheese curds without the dusting of Parmesan that comes on it. That's just his style. He doesn't like it that way. They dust Parmesan cheese on top of them normally, and that's a really fun way to do Parmesan.
I think we're good.
Okay.
Okay, big cheese curd right here.
That is a long one.
Yeah. Good.
What do you like about it?
If you see this crispiness, there's a good amount of crispiness. And with the cheese is just a perfect balance with the crispy.
It's like a mozzarella stick. It really is.
It doesn't taste like it though. Every time you eat a cheese curd, the cheese is so stringy. It's hard to chew. But once you just can kind of rip it apart, you're fine.
I usually dip mine with ranch. This and the urban spice mix that they use in the batter. It's got a bit, feels garlicky to it. It's really good. Milo, I'm having tater tots and the Greek Freak sausage. The Greek sausage with tzatziki sauce, cucumber, olives, and a whole bunch of stuff on a pita. Here's that beauty of a Greek dog.
Thoughts?
There's a little bit of a bite in the Greek dog, but it's not so bad. A little bit from the peppercini, but very tasty.
First bite, gotta dip it in the ketchup. Oh my gosh, good. So good. I'm shaking my head no because it's so good.
Wow. What's good about it?
When I took my first bite, all I tasted was crispy, and it's crispier than any other tender I've ever probably had.
This Greek sausage, by the way, is actually lamb meat, which is perfect. And it is very tasty. Final numbers time. How do you rate it?
Okay. It's kind of hard. 85 for both. Fries get a 105, but we're not doing fries, so.
This place may not be Culver's necessarily for this little guy, but I'll tell you something. If you're coming down for a Bucks game or a Marquette game or anything in the downtown area, especially in West Town, this is a highly recommended spot. What'd you think?
It was great. Come here, get the chicken tenders, cheese curds, or the Greek Freak.
And also, one of their particular bratwurst, which was featured on Food Network. It was a certain kind of bratwurst with cheese on it, a whole bunch of other types of items, so definitely check that out. We'll link that as well in the description. For little guy, I'm Daddy. More Chicken and Curds episodes coming.
Go Marquette, go Bucks, go Brewers, and We'll see ya.
It's not every day that you find a restaurant, for example, on this block where Frank Sinatra, presidents, and so many others have come to dinner. This is Mater's, maybe Milwaukee's most recognized and respected restaurant. It is a historical site in a lot of ways. And little buddy, you better have your credit card if we're coming here for dinner.
Toe Mater's. Just call me Mater without the toe.
And also on this block, maybe Milwaukee's best sausages, using your sausage. They supply so many different restaurants, stores. The best brats, I would say, here in town, arguably, at least in my opinion, they are. They even supply the 2002 Winter Olympic Games and their sausages.
Get up, and get out of here and yawn for the birds. And the finest